Mr. Director, worry not, we'll make sure your agency is adequately funded. This judge you arrested in Wisconsin, she was breaking federal law, wasn't she?
Yes, that's why we arrested her.
She was helping an illegal immigrant escape being taken into custody. Is that right?
Yes, and the field agents decided to open the case, work the case.
And as Americans, do we get to pick and choose which laws we want to follow?
We do not.
If you're a state court judge, do you get to decide you don't want to follow federal law?
No.
And if you violate federal law, you get arrested, don't you?
Yes, Senator.
That's called equal treatment under the law, isn't it?
Yes, Senator.
You remember Lisa Page and Peter Strzok, don't you?
Yes, Senator.
Mr. Strzok worked for the FBI. Mr. Strzok worked for the FBI. I think Ms. Page worked for Justice. The Inspector General found in its investigation that they hated President Trump and they really wanted Secretary Clinton to win. Is that true?
That's correct, sir.
And this would be the same same Ms. Page who sent an email to Mr. Strzok with whom she was having an affair. Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right? And Mr. Strzok with the FBI, senior official at the FBI replied, quote, no, he won't. We'll stop it. Did I read that correctly?
You did, Senator.
Okay. Now, Ms. Page got quit before she could get fired. Mr. Strzok was fired. And predictably, they filed a lawsuit because in Washington, it's easier to divorce your spouse than it is to fire a federal employee. Why did the FBI give Mr. Strzok $1.2 million and Ms. Page $800,000 to settle a lawsuit?
Senator, I do not know that settlement was reached in the prior administration.
Who made the decision?
The prior Department of Justice.
Who in the prior Department of Justice?
The settlement for that kind of case can only come from the Attorney General, which would be Attorney General Merrick Garland.
So the Attorney General decided to give Mr. Strzok $1.2 million and Ms. Page $800,000 after they were fired after.
In this video, the discussion revolves around significant controversies within federal law enforcement, underscoring growing concerns about bias, misconduct, and questionable decisions. First, a Wisconsin judge's arrest for aiding an illegal immigrant serves as a stark reminder of the rule of law and the challenges of enforcing federal immigration policy fairly. The video transitions to Senator Kennedy's probing questions to Kash Patel, highlighting alleged bias within the FBI during the Trump investigation, particularly concerning agents Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. This scandal raised eyebrows as both agents were accused of anti-Trump sentiments, which some argue tainted the investigation's credibility. The video delves deeper into the issue by examining the financial settlements awarded to Strzok and Page after their dismissals, totaling over $2.8 million. Senator Kennedy pushes Patel to explain the rationale behind these payouts, which many see as unjust compensation for their actions during the 2016 election interference. The controversy surrounding these settlements raises vital questions about accountability within federal agencies, especially in the context of high-profile investigations like that of President Trump. The video also touches on the infamous dismissal of the Hunter Biden laptop story and the unresolved circumstances of Jeffrey Epstein's death, further adding to the tension surrounding federal law enforcement's credibility.
Actively interfering in the 2016 election. Is that right?
My understanding is that was a settlement they agreed to.
Pass me the sick bucket, please. The Hunter Biden laptop. In October of 2016, shortly before the election, the New York Post wrote a story that was widely covered talking about Mr. Hunter Biden's influence peddling scheme based on his laptop. A couple of weeks later, Secretary of State, soon to be Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, organized a group of 51 so-called intelligence experts. Had some real rock stars on the list: Jim Clapper, John Brennan, Michael Hayden, Leon Panetta, and they said, "Oh, no, the story in the New York Post is not true. It's based on Russian disinformation." You remember that?
I do, Senator, as the lead investigator for Russiagate for the House Intel Committee.
Yeah. The FBI had the laptop for 10 months, hadn't they?
They did, Senator.
So the FBI knew right before the election that it wasn't Russian disinformation, didn't they?
And that was confirmed by the Inspector General's report.
Yeah. Who at the FBI refused to let the FBI tell the American people the truth?
I don't have that name in front of me, sir.
Well, would you look?
I will, sir.
I'd like to know. I'd like a name, not a division. I'd like the name. Person with a brain and a beating heart.
Yes, sir.
Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself, or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he hung himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When do you think you'll have it done, Cash?
I think in the near future, sir.
Like before I die?
Senator, we've been working on that, and we're doing it in a way that protects victims and also doesn't put out into the ether information that is irrelevant for production of the public, such as CSAM.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Reed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Director. As you're well aware, DOJ.
In this segment, the controversy surrounding Hunter Biden's laptop and Jeffrey Epstein's death takes center stage, shedding light on the intersection of politics, intelligence, and law enforcement. Hunter Biden's laptop, initially dismissed as Russian disinformation by a group of 51 intelligence experts just before the 2020 election, has remained a point of contention. Senator Kennedy presses Kash Patel, asking for the identity of the FBI official who allegedly suppressed the story, suggesting that political forces may have played a role in downplaying its significance. This conversation highlights the growing mistrust many have in the FBI's ability to handle politically sensitive investigations without bias. Moving to the tragic and mysterious death of Jeffrey Epstein, Senator Kennedy doesn't hold back, asking Patel directly about the circumstances surrounding his demise. Despite Epstein's suspicious death while in federal custody, Patel, perhaps predictably, maintains that Epstein's death was a suicide. However, Kennedy's inquiry signals ongoing public skepticism, with many still questioning whether Epstein's death was an elaborate cover-up to protect powerful individuals. These issues are emblematic of the larger narrative of government overreach, hidden truths, and the struggle for transparency that continues to fuel heated political discourse. The public's desire for accountability is palpable, and these controversies only add fuel to the fire. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The next one is even more controversial.